Hi Gemini, and welcome to your reading. Hope you are doing well and in high spirits. Thanks so much for being here. All the gratitude to you. Let's go ahead and set the intention. I ask that this reading with these tools be accurate, specific, and bring blessings to everyone involved. Angels, please help me to stay centered in my higher self so that I may clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine messages that you impart through me in these tools. Please give me the confidence to understand, trust, and follow through with your messages. Thank you and amen. All right, Gemini, please remember to take what resonates and leave anything that does not. So if anything creates tension, doubt, lack, limitation, or anything heavy inside your mind, body, or heart, please throw it away, reject it. Do not take it on. Everything should provide a sense of lightness, empowerment, expansion, etc. Also, this is timeless. Anytime you come across it or feel drawn to listen, please do. There's many layers in the messages that can reveal themselves differently at different times, depending on where you're at and where you come or when you come across this. I think this is carnelian. I'm getting this for you guys. This orange color, sacral chakra, creative energy. Gemini, you were really strong yesterday in some polls that I did. Your energy was really strong, air energy especially. And this stone and the color orange could be really beneficial for you. I think this is also the stone of the actress, if I'm thinking right. So, all right, this is a general reading for the Gemini collective watching this video. For the Gemini collective, thank you. For the Gemini collective, please and thank you. I feel like there's some codependency here that you're healing from or coming out of. You might be aware of this in a certain situation. Somebody involved or both of you involved is working to come out of this energy of codependency or addictions or anything that could be affecting a situation. If you're not in a situation currently, this can also be work with your own self independently. We also have deception here. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. It could be you. Could be family member relationship as well. Doesn't have to be romantic. Could be romantic. Just depends. But could be both. A lot of times it is both. A lot of times the energy is kind of reflective, you know. And it would more be. It's not like you would do this on purpose necessarily. It would more be like things you've hidden from yourself. Okay. I mean, you could be doing it this way, and it could be this way for them too, just not wanting to face the truth inside, you know. For the Gemini collective, please and thank you. Can you enhance on this deception, please and thank you, the Gemini collective. Please enhance on this deception, please and thank you, for the Gemini collective. Okay. It could be as simple as somebody is disappointed by something that happened or occurred. You could have hurt somebody with words or vice versa, or just something that happened. They were let down and they don't want to share it. With the Five of Cups here, something could have just really disappointed somebody or let them down, and maybe they just hide it. They just try to go on as if it was nothing or as if it didn't really matter, but something let them down. And before I talk about that, clarify, please, and thank you. Please clarify this. Thank you. Yeah, it feels like somebody was in love or somebody was feeling really optimistic, even rose-tinted glasses about something, even pedestal about something. And then they were disappointed. I don't know if this is you or them. It could be, it feels like the energy is very fluid. It could be either. And something, it's like, I feel like a lot of this deception really has to do with hiding this disappointment and the things that it's been causing, maybe distance or turmoil, or maybe even a revenge energy a little bit, just on the low down, you know, just little things like resentment almost. Somebody here, I feel like this is causing somebody to want to build independent stability and not rely on anybody else. Like in this particular reading, that's how I'm going to read this energy, is that somebody, whether it be you or them, wants to only rely on themselves for support, for their needs being met, for abundance, and so on. And that could partly be why we're coming out of this codependent energy, because somebody's like wanting to start to rely on themselves. So in one way it's healthy. On the other way, it could be inspired by something that is a little bit stubborn, or a little bit like, you know, I can't rely on this person. They disappointed me before, but I'm going to hide that, and I'm just going to distance myself or do this or whatever to just make my own success and wealth and not depend on them at all anymore. Could be like that kind of energy. Could also be that somebody is deceiving because they have options. They could have different business offers. It could be in love as well. They could have other options of how to cultivate security for themselves outside of what they've shared with you. Something like this. But for the most part, it's just somebody is concealing something here. Again, could be you, could be them. I'm really not getting that it's, I feel like it's different for different situations. Anything else about this codependency, please? Clarify. There is a process of the intuition deepening going on here that I see. You know, and maybe also somebody really wanted to walk away from something when they were disappointed in a way, but they didn't. They held on, they hung on, and maybe it's because of codependency. Maybe there's an addictive element in some kind of a relationship dynamic, or just they need something to feel like they're worth something. They need this relationship or this dynamic or situation in order to feel like they can allow themselves to have certain amount of abundance or worth to receive abundance in, like that kind of an energy. Somebody doesn't really trust or know how to trust their instincts, but they're trying to tap in here. Anything else about this situation for Gemini, please and thank you. Anything else about this situation for Gemini, please and thank you. It might have been all the messages around this situation. Yeah, there's a process of recovering going on, though, which is good. Coming out of some overthinking, some reality-shattering revelations, perhaps even. Coming out of some of this energy, out of anxieties, out of unnecessary fear and worry. Also coming out of feeling alone or like really lonely is showing through a bit as well, which is positive. And yeah, like normally we wait till the end to do this, but I feel like we need to do this now. I'm going to say 6. 1, T, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. 7. Okay. Study. Study comes out, as we didn't even flip over the S yet, and it just saw it. Study. So some of you may need to learn something, and I do feel this a little bit. There's some kind of a healing process or a process of shifting this, whether it be codependent behaviors or trying to understand more about yourself so that you can have that authenticity with yourself. I feel like you're opening something, like you're like spreading a space between the two parts of yourself to actually go deeper in than you have before to your being, and to try to learn where some of this comes from and heal it. And I feel like some of you just could be studying to try to learn. I also see sex here. Some of you could really have sex in the mind. I feel like more than you, it's them. Somebody is really thinking, like finding you appealing, finding you, sexy, wanting you in this way. And I also feel like you could be learning, like some of you could be, this is for a few anyways, experiencing new sexual things or new experiences with people. And you could be studying a little bit about how, especially if we're talking about different gender than what you've usually dated or something like this. Just a side note for some. Somebody's they said this, but what they actually did was so different. And they're let down by somebody was all talk and no action. Like they didn't walk the talk. And there's disappointment around this. It's like, wow, I really thought that was going to be, and then it wasn't. Some of you could be going to a wedding or a really formal event that is significant in the summer, especially. I feel June, could be end of May, June, into July especially. And a tux, somebody be wearing a tux. You might think somebody's quite attractive or meet somebody there as well who is wearing a tux. Could be like, or just, meet somebody there you just find really attractive. Dice comes through. I feel like rolling the dice. Some of you are taking a chance and a risk, and it's going to go well. There's some kind of a chance or risk you're taking, and it feels like it's in love or in your heart in some way or another, following your heart. That's positive that you're doing that. I see you having success with this, okay? What else do we have here? X, what's the message about the X? I see Sid here as well. An X could return for you, I want to say within the next 6 months, and I think you're going to reject them if that happens, and that's good. That's a sign of really nice growth, I would say. Texas is coming through, a focus in on Texas. I feel like I get images of like rain and weather with that. And then I also think of a story I just heard about a cat that lived really long in Texas. So I feel like this could be attached somehow to old things, old people, old energies, ancient energies, old like rich culture, or some kind of historical energy centered in around Texas. Could be political even, which would make sense. We have DUI here as well. This came through in another signs reading. I don't remember who, but to be careful about drinking and driving, especially over the next, like once quarantine is really lifting up more and like, things are resuming. Don't be drinking and driving and have your freedom taken away. Like, again, don't anyways, of course, but just be extra cautious about this. Designate a driver ahead of time. Take an Uber, whatever you need to do. If you're out partying, don't drive, please. This is just, this is a strong message. If you guys have been having anxieties and extra worries, they really are alleviating, you guys. A lot of that is passing. You don't have to deal with it as strong as you have. It's not set here permanently forever, okay? Some of you, Gemini, I get that you might need to relax and get some kind of a deluxe treatment for yourself, some kind of spa energy, some kind of unwinding. This is really good to invest this way in yourself. Also, some of you, it would do well for you to clean up some things, to get a car wash if you've got a car, to clean the house up, to just get things a bit in order, especially your car, your vehicle, and especially if you're wanting to travel. It kind of is like a symbol, like when you clean up and take care of your travel device, your vehicle, it will kind of imply and speak to the universe that you're ready to be responsible with, receive, and have the gratitude and care basically to receive travel. And also some of you could have tickets to an event coming up, I feel, again in like June. So interesting messages there. Actually, we'll keep that out for now. Okay, thank you. Any other messages for Gemini this time, please and thank you? I just glimpsed the Three of Swords there. So I do feel like some of you could have been the ones that were disappointed, defeated, discouraged with something. You know, yeah, it could be genuine heartbreak. Maybe something ended. But I feel more like you're keeping this secret for some reason. Like it's like some of you just don't want to share whatever it is that you felt disappointed about. What is this for Gemini, please and thank you? Okay, there's new beginnings here really strongly. There could be an in and out offer coming through for you. An emotional offer could be from a water sign, could just be an emotional beginning. I feel like if you have two offers, if you happen to be up against a water sign offer and an earth sign offer, the earth sign offer is going to be more stable as it is. Also, if this is a new offer with money or business or a new beginning, a new home, whatever this is more worth your investment. Even if you can't see it at first super clearly, you will, once you move forwards with it, it will be very clear and very solid and very stable. This offer, however, from water energy, from the Knight of Cups energy, whether it be love or in something else, it's kind of, I want to say, a little bit of a dud. It's not really reliable. It could be quite in and out. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that if you've been contemplating, especially between these two, you would be wise to go with the earth energy, the one that maybe you can't see the outcome, but your heart or your intuition probably pulls you more towards this as it is, okay? They could be one and the same as well. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, especially with this this Ace of Pentacles, there's reason to celebrate for this, whatever this is. Skies clear up. It brings you into union, into harmony. And maybe Gemini, you're like, I want to say sneaky enough, but savvy or sneaky enough with something to take both opportunities and to get the best out of them. You might just have that in you to do. Yeah, something here is very solid with earth energy. I like this a lot. That's Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo as well. I especially see Taurus and Virgo. No, I see Capricorn too. Something is very abundant, very luxurious, very stable. There you are with the Nine of Pentacles again. So this is definitely a strong message for you guys with the Nine of Pentacles of new abundance. I want to say it is new. It might be something you've been working on a long time, but I feel like you're reaching a new level of it that you haven't yet had before, which is awesome. And it is quite independent. Something could really be motivating you towards this as well. There is a deeper seeking for truth, for deeper knowledge, for deeper knowing. Anything Gemini should know that's coming up to be aware of, please and thank you. There's going to be some lust involved. You might think like, oh, no big deal. There's some lust involved in this. You might want a new beginning, and it might be very sexually driven, very passionately driven. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with this. But I feel like Sagittarius season comes through with this. So this could end as quickly as it began type energy, or it could just be a 6-month stint thing, It could end around Sag season. Or it could have been something that started then. I'm not sure. I'd say ending then. But this is definitely sex energy, and we saw sex on the mind. So it might be harder to resist because you might really enjoy the passion. Again, nothing wrong with that. I feel like a lot of you are going to be operating from a more logical space in your air energy, moving ahead, moving forwards. You might even lose interest in this and decide to just pop on forwards, you know. Again, this anxiety, Nine of Swords energy, I mean, these are all the same cards that just came out for the love portion. They're coming out again. So this is out on its side. You're coming out of this energy, you guys. Please rest assured this isn't forever, and it is going to lift and be okay. You're doing a great job at healing this, at working through this, and at trying your best to dive deep. So I think that is what we have for you. I am getting one more card for Gemini. Yeah, you're not going to need as much rest moving forwards as you might have been needing. You're going to feel more motivated, I feel, and more clear. But also make sure you're not slacking. For those of you who are really focused on healing and your body and your health and your world, and you're meditating and all of this, try not to slack too much when it comes to meditation. Try to keep that up. But I feel like a lot of you are getting more energy in, not needing to sleep as long. You might have been recouping or recovering, and now you're coming out of that. So that's good. All right, Gemini. Remember, you can email us frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal readings. Everything's listed below. But until then, we will see you next time. Take care, you guys.